Hello, everybody. I'm here, waiting for a few more people to get here, and then we'll start. How's everybody doing out there tonight? If you're new here, please subscribe. If you're old here, welcome back. I appreciate everybody joining me tonight. I did my other live stream back on Monday. I think it was Monday. I'm going to try to get back on the old dusty trail, as it were, and try to get more live streams and more shorts videos out. And I'm going on a trip in 2 weeks, so I'll have plenty of content there, or short videos and photos. But I hope to see everybody back. And I have a special guest co host. Hopefully, he'll be here. So, cheers, my friends, not a sponsor. Hey, Filipina girl, how are you? That's good. Hey, Mildred, how are you? Please keep hitting those likes. Hey, Joshua Graham, how are you? Do I know you? Okay, that works. Yeah, I'm waiting for a co-host to be on here. Hey, Sean, how are you doing? Does anybody want to come up? Filipina girl, you want to come up? There's the link. I came to yours today. It's only fair. If y'all have not connected to anybody in the chat, please do so. They will connect back. They're all legit people.
Oh.
Somebody was sleeping.
I was. I just got up. Just trying to get motivated. Got to get this paper to Iowa.
So I did this live stream just to have you and a few others at a decent time.
Yeah.
You gotta have your coffee.
Oh, not here. Are you kidding? Plaza Coffee here sucks. I mean, it does have Starbucks, but that's overpriced, and you can't make it the way you want it. What would you like in it? They're like, just give me the shit. Let me do it. I won't have, you won't understand.
I invited Darren as well, and we'll see how it goes. Can you get a hold of Cher?
Yeah, I think so. She's awake.
Hey, you got one of those trays just like us.
Yeah, because I don't have my desk like I did in the Pete.
Mm. So when you're driving and stuff, do you strap things down back there so nothing moves? Hello?
Oh, I don't have to strap anything down unless I hit the brakes. Hang on one second.
How's everybody
There.
doing in the chat today?
There we go. I sent it to Sheer.
I just hope she doesn't bring her favorite person.
Oh, Vinko, he's all right. It's just he has.
No, the other one.
Oh, Sammy.
No, Ellie's.
Oh, Ellie. Oh, no.
I don't hate him. I just don't want him here. I don't want Vinko here. I don't like Sammy, but I don't hate. I'm just saying I don't want those three here.
Uh, oh. But I needed that sleep, man. I was out. Ugh. But see, on my Pete, I had a desk that I pull out. That was between the cabinets. This KWs don't have that. That sucks. That sucks. I don't know why these assholes park in front like that and block people in.
Filipino girl, I already gave Mildred a wrench. You all call
Mildred.
it brackets, but whatever. There's no way I have one watching. I wonder if that eye really makes sense.
I don't know. I question it myself.
LV McSames, could you possibly, I'm not trying to take your people, but like maybe send them over here after a while? Send them to me?
Who? I only have like 4 or 5 people show up to mine.
No, I'm asking somebody in the chat.
Ugh.
Jesus Christ, I'm looking at all my hairstyles on videos. I got one that I just do not like. Yeah. Wait, so you got enough sleep?
Oh yeah, I'm ready to go. Got put my cooler up here. But you'll see here in a minute what I'm talking about. It's not a they park where that's not a parking spot, and a lot of times they post signs or paint on the pavement saying no parking, and there's a reason for that. So even if they park there, people can get in and out without having to worry about smashing into the side of your truck. Right there in front of me.
So when are you heading on the road?
Got everything packed away now. I moved up front.
Oh, we got another guest. Everybody,
Good.
let's welcome Bruce.
Hey,
Hi, Bruce.
hey, John. Sean, how you doing?
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, you're welcome. How you
How you
doing?
doing?
I remember not too long ago in the past, throughout my entire drive shift, I would be in constantly in live streams on panels and stuff. Now I'm lucky to be in one or two a week. It's ridiculous.
Bruce, how you been?
Oh, I've been all right. How about you? Hey, Filipina girl, how you doing? Hello to all of you out in the gentlemen, and let's see, Filipina girl. Let's see, who else is out here? You got LB Mitts Games.
That sounds like a
Bing,
game, a song.
Bing. What is that? Bing Dumo 3S. And then Bing Bing, my dear Manar,
So Bruce,
lovely.
I have a friend in here that has at least 30 accounts.
38 counts of what?
No, 30 accounts through YouTube.
30 accounts out in the chat.
Yeah, at least 20 or 30 I know of that she's got just to help me get likes.
Oh, okay.
It's the same person, but nobody knows that except me and you and the world. But yeah, she always helps me, and I always go to hers, and she's live every night.
Oh.
Did you get snow down there?
No.
We barely got a dusting here.
No, we just got a lot of cold air outside.
I invited Darren. I'm trying to get him up here. Hey, Linus, how you?
Linus.
That's still her. Anyway, so I'm waiting for Darren. He said he was going to try to make it. And then we have all the men's. I tried to get Lone Wolf on here, but he works during the week, so he needs his rest.
I understand that.
Could you ever get the captain on here? That would be awesome.
The captain.
Yeah.
Oh, Harris.
Yeah.
He does internet stuff. He does email. He does text and calls and stuff. But I don't know.
You can tell him he can call me Proctor.
Yeah. Oh, Proctor. Get your hands off my ass, Proctor.
I'm trying to figure out which one was it where him and Mahoney were facing each other with megaphones.
That was actually a deleted scene, but it's part one.
Oh, it's a deleted scene? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Because what he did was Mahoney did a prank, and he actually, I think that was, let's see. I think that was one. He did some sort of prank with black ink around the phone, the microphone he was using at the mouthpiece, and he put black ink, whatever, around it. Harris said, "Give me that microphone." He was really pissed with him and stuff. And Mahoney comes up to him. "Look, sir, it seems to be that I ripped my pants." And Harris said, "Don't walk. Run to the nearest supply store, and you get yourself another pair of pants."
You know him so well. It's like, it's very rare that an actor will have fun like that with the fans. But I think that'd be kind of cool.
What's funny is that when I was eating with him, he's like, I says, "Do you know your lines?" He's got dementia a little bit. And he's like, "No, but I know. I kind of know what we did." You know, it was years later. And then dementia and all that stuff, I kind of found that he had some issues there. And I asked him at lunch, I said, "Can I go over a few lines with you or something that was just the cutest thing that you ever said, you know, or the happiest thing or just the funniest scenes ever?" He's like, "You know all my scenes?" "Definitely, sir. I do." He's like, "Well, that's a huge way of saying that you are my fan as well as my friend."
No, we're just crazy.
As I was eating my huevos, my eggs, my breakfast, I was like, "Well, sir, let me just tell you." I said, "Sir," like Proctor, you know. And I just kept reviewing his lines and stuff. I says, "Well, I know practically what you said, how it was done. I can do 1 through 7 within 30 minutes." And I just kept rambling, kept going on. He never even told me to stop. He's like, "Oh my," you know, just was all really. He looked like he was kind of tired, if you will, because I don't know. He didn't really tell me why.
I like the old lady in Citizens on Patrol. She goes, "Let me give a few shots off that baby." He goes, "Sure, ma'am."
Yeah, she said to Tack, she goes, "Tack, how about if you let me get a few shots off that baby?" "Okay, Mrs. F." And he gives her the gun. He's like, "No, Mrs. F, it kind of gives you a little kick." And she shoots it and goes, "Damn, that was fun." You know.
She flew back about 20 feet and landed on in this stuff there.
Yeah, and she pulled up to it. She thought there was something criminal going on with the people there, and she says, "This is a citizen's arrest," you know, and they all scatter and leave and run, and yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, her and Bobcat were the hilarious ones out of them all.
I like in part 4 where Bobcat comes up to Tab Thacker, you know, the house, the big guy, the fat one, black guy. He comes up to him with David Spade and the other guy that were skaters. And Bobcat and Sweet Chuck come up. Sweet Chuck kind of says, you guys need to get back in there, you know. And Bobcat comes over and says, the fat guy said, "Come on, dudes, we're trying to get our beauty sleep," and Bobcat says, "Oh, I'm sorry. You dudes need to get back in there." And then he starts yelling at him. He says, "No!" And he scared them to run away. And Bobcat gets really loud anyway, but it's just who played David Spade's skateboarding scene in Part 4?
No, I didn't even know Spade was in Police Academy.
Yes. Who played the character for him? The skateboarding scenes.
I'm going to guess Hawk.
Tony Hawk.
I could not remember his first name, but I know it was Hawk. But I didn't know. Was that before David Spade and Chris Farley got together?
Let's see. Part 4 was filmed in what year?
Because Spade and Farley were a good team. They played in a lot of movies together.
Yeah. That was before Tommy Boy. That was before, I think SNL stuff with him and Chris were in the 90s, but all the films were filmed in 80s.
Yeah, imagine if they brought Chris Farley in. That would have been even more hilarious.
That would make sense.
Captain Harris talking to Chris Farley, that would be hilarious.
I like how Harris came up to the skateboarders, David Spade and the other guy. He's like, he told Mahoney, he's like, "Mahoney, I want you to keep those two out of my precinct. Can you do that? Sir, I know exactly what you're trying to do."
I like that when he was hitting on. He was hitting on Kim Cattrall. She was a hottie back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah. And Lassard was funny when he saw Mahoney kissing. I'm sorry?
Mannequin. I said I remember her. She was in Mannequin.
Same with Harris. He was in there too.
I thought you would have known her from Porky's, Bruce. I know you remember Porky's.
May have been her. Yes, yeah. She was in Porky's, but I remember her better from Mannequin.
But Captain Harris was in that too. Head security.
Yeah.
He had his little dog Rambo.
And Rambo farted, and Harris said, "Rambo," because he smelt it. He's like, and he knew it was the dog, so it was funny. Remember Hollywood Montrose and Mannequin?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, the gay guy? Yeah.
Yeah, he was always like,
"Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Doing this, and because I'm Hollywood Montrose."
He's like, "Ladies, we must not have eavesdropping if I can't be a part of it." He snaps his fingers and raises his hand, and he walks in, and he's in the restroom with Kim Cattrall, the mannequin.
Yeah. Yeah. 80s were great with comedy movies and stuff, romantic comedies, and just in general. So, Sean, when are you heading west again?
I'm going to try to now, but I got to somehow try to make it around here without hitting the trucks in front of me and the one beside me. Because
is your route telling you to go out west to CA?
No, I'm going to Iowa. I'm barely heading out. But this truck right here is not supposed to be parked here and makes it difficult to get out of here. along with this flatbed right here.
Okay,
there we go.
Filipino girl, that's fine. Is this where they all crash at and then they get up and go?
No, this is um, a plaza because this is a toll road, I-76. But me, I'd like to meet him also because he was one of the actors I grew up watching in the 80s.
Well, when we had our Uber driver friend, when we first went there, well, it was our second time when we visited him. He bought our Uber driver a meal as well, not just me and Marion. So whoever's with us, he will probably pay for.
But he was, he was well known for the Police Academy series.
Yeah, he had repeat cameos appearances in MASH too. But
that's right, he did. Yeah.
He was in one that was called, the title of it was called Paycheck.
Yeah, he had the front of his hat folded up, and he was a driver.
I believe so.
And he was a sergeant.
I think so. Bruce, are you being entertained? Yeah.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm just
Hey,
sitting
Delia.
here.
Well, Porky's, Bruce, you were what, in your 20s when the first Porky's came out?
Yeah, I was working at a movie theater back in the 80s when that movie came out. I actually showed that movie.
Man, that one was kind of racy.
Well, the modern equivalent would have been American Pie for the 90s. That's why when I saw American Pie, I'm like, this is just like a modern day Porky's is all it is.
Yeah, I've showed a whole bunch of movies back in the 80s when I was working in the cinema.
Man, the 80s were the shit, man. I loved it then.
Yeah, whoever put that crew together knew what they were doing. They all acted really well together. The Porky's crew.
Hey, Sletzia.
She had to go get her baby. So, Bruce, has Sean Tuber shown up lately?
I haven't seen Sean in a while. It's been over a week now.
And I have a question to ask you about. When you guys use real songs and you guys do the karaoke thing and sing, and do you not care about copyrights?
I don't worry about it anymore.
Yeah, but it doesn't happen all the time. It's just some of the time.
No, I get a lot of copyright claims. I don't get strikes.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Anyway, they would ding me because they can't differentiate between the real recording of Typo Negative and me because I sound just like Pete Steele. That's why sometimes if I do Typo Negative, it's not a copyright strike, but it's a copyright of some sort. I can't remember what it's like.
As long as you don't get strikes, they, see, like the messages I get, like All right, they'll usually send me an email. All right, it'll say something like video cannot be monetized. All right, copyright content has been detected in your video, and it'll give you the name. The visibility of your video is not impacted, but you can no longer monetize it. Well, I didn't set up like I did one yesterday. I didn't turn on the monetization to it because I knew this was going to happen. So I was like, well, there's no point in turning on the monetization. Just do your stream and yeah, they'll send it's not a copyright strike and does not affect your channel. So what I'm learning here about it is this: as long as it doesn't affect your channel, then it's okay. Just you can't get paid for anything. But to be honest, I mean seriously, you're not gonna make much money doing this. Even if even if you had no copyright content and you let's just say you did a 5-hour discussion stream, and you had 30 people out there, you're not going to make much unless people are giving you super chats and super stickers.
Uh-huh.
That's the only way you're going to make any money. On the ads, shoot, man, you're getting pennies for those. Seriously. I just,
Anyway, Josh, I was thinking about, like you were saying about, they were supposed to make part 8.
Right.
They still could do it, but Captain Harris would have to be like the commandant because they're all older now. Make him the new commandant, and all the other ones would be in like leadership positions, and they'd have to bring in a new young crew.
Right.
hey, Darren.
Darren, come up here.
Hey!
He's already up here. Look at him.
Hey! Oh!
Hey, Darren, did you like looking at those rolls of paper that I had Cher take a screenshot and send to you?
Yeah, is that money?
That's $458 million with the uncut, unprinted $100 bill paper.
There
It's
you
in
go.
rolls.
Yeah, if it falls off the back of your truck, I didn't pick it up.
See, it's the paper that has the watermark and the thread in it.
That's
All
cool.
they have to do is print it and cut it.
I get you have to be bonded and secured. Do they have trackers on that stuff or in your truck?
I'm sure they do, but yeah, they have them on my trailer. Yeah,
Yeah.
but nobody was supposed to know what I have in the back of my trailer anyway. But you guys are so far away, y'all wouldn't know anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you let Cher tell us, so it's very secure.
Temporarily a billionaire.
Brett.
I got more money than Elon Musk does right now.
That's right. Come on, be our next president then. Get co-president. Get rid of Musk. The poor boy. That's funny. How are you doing, Bruce?
I'm fine. How's it going?
Going good. Just got home working late.
Oh, okay.
We have a snap election in our province in Ontario, Canada. So I got back from my vacay, went straight to work. So
We had the car show first.
Yeah.
Since you got off the plane.
yeah, well, I got off after midnight on my birthday. Then I went that morning to elections to let them know I'm in town. And then they booked me the following day for training. And then I went to the car show on Tuesday. And now it's Wednesday for setup to technology, and then tomorrow's advanced bowls.
That yellow Ferrari just kicked ass.
It was nice, eh?
Yeah, it was.
To make you wet your pants?
A little bit.
Little dribble. Remember, if you shake it more than 3 times, you're playing with it.
There's women present.
Hey, sweet pea!
Not that one, but the other ones.
Hey, sweet peas!
That one, yeah, that one's in bed. She usually leaves when it gets gross because of Darren.
There's nothing wrong with a little heaving now and again.
Yeah.
Yeah, earlier on, I popped by 3S had a live going on there.
Every night.
She was peeling eggs. So she was doing good. She was peeling those eggs, those shell of the eggs.
Those are pre-recorded. Something or other.
I don't, yeah, some of them are, yeah. Don't know how
Our
they do
next
that.
holiday is St. Patty's Day, isn't it? I think it's St.
Yeah.
Patrick's Day is the next holiday.
Unless the government cancels it. No Martin Luther King Day. No this day. No that day. So maybe they'll cancel it, John.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
St. Patty's Day, and then there's Easter.
I don't really like February because I don't like February for one reason.
It's effing cold.
It's still cold, yes.
There's no telling what all they'll end up doing.
Yeah, who knows? Woo!
As long as they can put a stop to the fraud, all this fraud that they're talking about, they're discovering.
I'd like to see.
Put a stop to that.
That would be nice if they
And
can
my
prove.
hat is off to them.
If they can prove there's fraud, I'm sure there is, but there's not 10 million people that are over 120 getting Social Security. That is total lie.
Yeah, that's already been debunked.
Yeah, and they're talking like people 112, 150, 200, 300 years old, you know, I mean.
Yeah, but are they relinquishing all fraud?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because to me it seems like they're only centering around 2 subjects, and I'm like, okay, you can end this fraud, but it really is not going to help us when you're 36 trillion in debt. You're just nibbling on the edges where it's like throwing a chair off the Titanic. You really want to take care of the debt? Go back to the old FDR tax code.
Well, they got
Tax the corporations and the rich 94%.
which they'll never
And that'll
do.
get us out of this.
But if they can give
That'll get us.
if they can stop the tax cuts for the billionaires, then that's the first step.
Yeah, instead of taxing them, end of story. They loan it to us,
Yeah, that'd be nice.
and I'm like, no, tax them 94% and be done with it. That'll take care of it. It's what got us out of the mess back in 1930s. Same thing, but they don't want to talk about that.
No, that's not going to happen.
They tried every monetary and fiscal policy there was. Nothing worked until FDR did what he did. And now they're
just
doing the
passed
same
you.
shit.
Amazon just passed you. How fast are you going, Sean?
70.
Wow, Amazon just blew by you. Like
Yeah,
they're
DOT nails their ass. They're gonna. Most of the revenue is going to be paid to pay for that ticket, speeding ticket.
How much would that cost?
$300-400.
Oh yeah. Do you
Or
guys
if you
have
were in your car, it'd be like about $80-90. Yeah, they
Do you
really
guys-
suck it to us.
Do you guys have a point system? Because in Canada, not only the fine, but if you're speeding, they start taking down points. So you have a total of 15. So
It depends on what state you're in.
Oh, okay. So can you get like one ticket at one county that'll affect your points, but the next state there's no points taken off another ticket, so you can get tickets all over the place?
No, it counts towards the state that you're from.
Only the state. Oh, it counts from the state where you're from. So if you get tickets in multiple different states, it still comes back to your
Yeah,
home
it compiles.
Ah. How many tickets have you gotten in the past year?
None.
Wow. I can see that because you drive like grandma. Let's go.
Well, I'm doing 70.
You're driving Miss Daisy.
I'll do the speed limit, but I won't go over it.
But in Canada, on the highways, they'll allow you to go 20 kilometers over the speed limit on the highway without bothering you. And I think about 5 kilometers on the normal streets in Toronto, they won't bother you. So,
Well, I saw the videos of this young farmer, pissing and moaning because he was getting he did contracts. He was a cattle farmer,
he's
and
famous. He's famous.
he spent all that money, and now that he's not going to get paid back, and he's all upset about it. He goes, "All I want is to be paid, and then do whatever you want to do." Yeah, because he's selfish. It's the cult of the self. It runs rampant over here in the States. That's bad.
Oh, well.
He only cares about himself. Forget about everybody else. That's the problem. And these same people tell you how Christian they are too. And I'm like, really?
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate because he had a contract and they just froze or canceled it or whatever. Look at
And
Canada.
they say, "Oh,
we had a free trade. We had a free trade agreement, and that was ripped up."
yeah, and he's going to lose his farm." And he was like, "I didn't vote for this." I'm like, "Yeah, you did." I mean, he was transparent. He said he was what he was going to do. It's just they didn't think it was going to affect them.
I just hope that he doesn't go through with a lot of stuff that'll hurt people, because that's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about the VAs, worried about Medicare, Medicaid, stuff like
In
that.
a lot of cases, it's not all bad. There is some good that comes out of whatever bad is happening.
Good.
Like the good right now about the Ukrainian war is everybody's starting to finally freaking listen to me. I said, history didn't start when Russia invaded Ukraine, okay? You got to understand what happened before that. And then you'll understand why they did what they did. But the news media won't say it. Got to demonize Russia like the Cold War and the Soviet Union still exists. And I'm telling them, people 45 years and younger do not have any knowledge of the Cold War. They know it happened, but it interests them about it as much as the Peloponnesian War does.
Yeah. Well, people are people, right? American people are good. Russian people are some of Putin's maybe not too great. So, there's a truck passing on the right side.
Well, it's our media demonizes Putin. There's nothing wrong with Putin.
I don't know about that.
There's nothing wrong with Putin. He kept telling the West, stop killing, tell the Azov regiment to stop killing these people in the Donbass. Nobody would listen, so he finally took action.
Mm.
And now the only way to solve this issue is going to be the way it was. Ukraine was never winning this war.
Yeah.
And they're going to bust it up like they did Yugoslavia and Czechoslovakia. End of story.
Yeah, scary. I'm not.
I try to tell.
Not a
I
fan
kept telling the media, since when did Russia ever get their ass kicked in a war? Since when it was a good idea to try to attack Russia? Not a good idea.
No. Oh. 5 more minutes and I'm going to go to bed. I am so tired. I got to get up early tomorrow.
Napoleon paid for it, and so did Hitler.
Very good. Very good. Yeah. But Josh doesn't like politics on his channel. No politics.
That's not politics. That's history.
No.
You see, everybody defines everything as about politics. No. The politics that Google and YouTube or whatever talks about is saying my political candidate has a bigger prick than yours. Shit like that. That's politics.
That's just nasty. Nasty.
But me, I get to the core of the issue.
Yeah.
The economics of this. I've been screaming it for years, and what they're doing, very noble of them, but it's really not going to solve hardly anything. The only way to get us out of this mess is to tax corporations and the rich 94%. And they'll still be the richest people in the world.
On paper, anyways, stock price.
Yeah, that's what paid for Social Security and all the other programs that created the middle class in this country.
Mm-hmm. Do. But everything's good.
There was only twice in history that a middle class was created, and one of them was by accident. The first time it was created was in Europe, right after the Black Plague. Because 2/3 of the population got wiped out, and that was mostly your working poor, and it caused a major labor shortage.
Crazy. Yeah, a lot of countries have negative population growth because it's very expensive bringing families. So
yeah, we do too now. We have more people die. More people are dying than there are births.
Yeah, that's why they have to improve incentives for people.
and right now we're at Great Depression level unemployment right now. We hit 25%. That's the same as it was in the Great Depression.
Wow, didn't know that. Did not know that.
And a lot of people didn't realize it, or they don't feel it. People don't realize it and don't feel it. They don't know it. Hey, everything's just fine until it hits them personally, like it did those young farmers.
Yeah.
Then it became the end of the world. Like, what did you think was going to happen? He said he was going to do this. Where you been?
Well, misunderstanding.
So, Darren,
Yeah, bro.
I wanted to share with everybody that Filipina girl there, Alexia, I helped her out today.
Yay!
That's good.
That sounds like a song.
Sing it.
No, thank you, please. I'm all right.
Oh, I'm thinking of China Girl by David Bowie. That's right.
Bowie?
Yeah.
I thought that was the Doobie Brothers. No, that was China Grove.
My little China girl. So I said it sounded like a song.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I gave her, I was being helpful. I gave her $23 today.
Nicely done.
Oh, cool.
Very generous.
She kept saying, no, please, no.
Don't make me beg. Don't make me beg.
And then I kept telling her in their language, I said, no mas peso. And she's like, you just gave me $23, no mas peso. What does that mean? Bruce, that means no more money.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
Show me the money.
And Darren's eating again. He's like, got hungry again.
I'm always eating. At least I'm being respectful, not showing.
Be right back.
Yeah. Hey, Darren, I'm only going to have this truck until November. I'll only had this truck for 11 months, and then I got to get rid of it and then get a whole new one. This is a used one that I got.
Yeah.
I gave it the name Stu Gotts. Just like Tony Soprano in the Soprano show, he called his boat Stugats.
Ah,
Yeah, I was watching a clip of that, Sean, of Tony. He had to do a meetup somewhere in a parking lot or whatever, and this fat guy gets out of a car, and he's like, you gotta learn how to eat salads more, you fat fuck, and
Oh yeah, that was. I knew who that was.
the fat guy was leaning on his car. He's like, get the fuck off my car, or something like that. Start eating salad, you fat fuck.
Yeah, he took care of Uncle June.
Okay, I never really watched the show. I thought it was kind of not for me.
But Stugats in Italian is these nuts.
Well, I'm hungry.
food is good. Food is good. Did someone say food? Where's the buffet?
Bruce says Golden Corral.
I could never go there. I have not ate there in probably 20 years.
What
I
is that?
stopped eating there because it was tearing my gut up.
So it's a buffet?
Yeah,
Yes.
expensive, but yes.
Oh,
Yeah, it was causing me to bleed.
why? What was the food that you're eating caused you? Just you're eating too much?
I don't know. I was hardly eating anything. I eat normal.
Oh.
It just caused me to bleed. It irritate the inside of my intestines.
Ah.
The doctor said, "Where you been eating here?" And I was like, "Stop eating there and let's see what happens." I stopped eating there. It stopped irritating my intestines, and I stopped bleeding. Because that's the first sign of colon cancer.
Oh.
Damn it.
Because they don't know what they do to their food or what they put in it, but it's irritating your gut. Yep. And certain things that you eat, man, like you ever eat Indian food? You go to Indian restaurants? You ever have that before, Darren?
Yep.
But bring a sandwich. Because those people have all the food in the world more than anybody. They just don't know how to cook it. Because, man, had all that curry in there, it went through my colon like a Japanese bullet train.
It's good to clear it out. Who
That's
needs
why
it?
you hear all that noise coming from the bathroom. Ah!
When the next person can't go in after you, you know it's bad. What died in there? Oh my God.
Yeah, it's like Chinese food. They got to put something in their food because you go from full to starving. There's no in between.
That's right. It's called MSG.
Yeah, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I ate all that chow mein. Hey, look, they brought egg rolls.
I like
So
that.
I actually had a problem at Golden Corral because of my throat not being able to swallow very well, and I tried to do what is it called? What is that you have veggies and it's like a roast with veggies in it, and they shred it.
Mm.
Anyway, they had that as a entree, if you will, at Golden Corral,
Mhm.
and I thought I could eat it. It looked good. It was looked tasty, whatever, but as I was trying to eat it at the table, I was like, oh, I'm about to throw up. And I couldn't swallow it. I can't swallow shredded meats, and
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's usually the meats that cause you to choke.
yeah, there goes my
But
weekend. But
Darren, in the Chinese food, I like the Mongolian beef. I like the orange chicken. Their mixed rice that they have.
Yep.
And-
Beef fried
and-
rice.
And those dumplings.
Yummy. Lemon chicken is good too. Or chicken, but also lemon chicken. Yummy.
Yeah, and I like the crab rangoons. And I'm like, where the hell's the crab? It's a crust with a squirt of cream cheese in it. That's all it is. Where's the crab?
Oh.
They call it crab rangoon. You think you're getting crab? No, you ain't. You're getting cream cheese and a lot of dough fried on the outside of it. That's it.
There you go. Yeah, because I don't eat much anymore either. So ideally, I'd rather not go to a buffet. But
But the Chinese are clever. They give you a fortune cookie with a lie in it.
But you have the winning lottery numbers on the back. Woo-hoo.
That's why I like what Red Fox said about that. You know, they don't give you that. Half a cup of rice, half a cup of tea, no sugar, and some sprouts, and a fortune cookie with a lie in it. He goes, there was only one time I had a fortune cookie tell the truth. I goes, I opened up my fortune cookie. It said, you'll meet a tall, dark stranger. Paid my check, went outside, and some nigga stuck me up.
There you go.
I like how Red Fox was talking about how women pass gas. He called it the poot.
Oh, yeah, 2 poots equal a fart.
Yeah. And he said something about himself. He's like, you know, if I poop, I want to make sure it smells like coffee is ready.
Yeah.
And something like that. And he's like, let's talk about the poot. About how women poop.
Red Fox was a brilliant comedian. He was one of my all-time favorites. I like that. He said, we were so poor Christmas around my house. My dad asked me what I wanted. I said, Dad, I want to watch. So that night he let me. Man, he took care of business.
Oh.
Hello.
Hey!
Oh my God. I will not
sure.
allow dance, politics, singing, drama. Who owns this live stream?
All right, so Josh.
Oh, it's Josh.
Yeah, Josh is
Share
the
finally
man.
woke you up.
How
I
are
sent
you
it
now,
to you.
Josh?
I sent it to you and Cher, Darren.
Yeah, I was working. I just got home late.
I'm okay.
Hello, shooting star. Bruce, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah, I'm just mourning right now because one of my auntie passed away.
Oh,
Last
My
So
condolences.
so sorry,
and
Sharon.
my mother was crying lately, so I just trying to control her because she has high blood. And I told her not to cry because they always talking over the phone. And then suddenly she found out that she already passed away. So yeah,
Sorry to hear, Sharon.
Sorry
yeah.
to hear
Actually,
that.
she's a lesbian, but yeah, that is our roots, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's a gay, there is a lesbian in my family, but it doesn't matter, you know. The most
Well, that's like
important is that this person is concerned to us, you know. They're very
that's
good
just
people.
that's just like here. Every family's got one. Like over here in America, a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, you got a banjo or two in the family too, which is embarrassing.
Yeah. Oh, Sammy is all yeah, you know, just like Sammy. Sammy, she's very concerned to the family, you know. Yeah, that's it. So how are you now, Josh?
I'm great, dear. How are you?
I really miss when you're copying the voice. we we should invite Ellie, you know.
Hey,
Yeah, I like Josh doing Bobcat. I never knew you did Bobcat Ghostwade.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I cannot sleep because when I heard my mother keep on crying, oh my God, I need to be awake just to make her stronger, you know. Yeah. Yeah, supposed to be I'm going to the doctor, but I will set it on tomorrow. Yeah, I just need also to save my life also. Oh my God. Too much people, you know. I don't I don't want to, you know. I don't want to cross over somewhere because my daughter needs me, you know. You know what I mean, guys. I'm just trying to be
Oh yeah, I know
yeah.
exactly
If
what you
you,
mean.
if you have a daughter.
I raised two kids.
Oh,
Yeah.
Josh,
Uh,
I don't know if
yeah,
I can't.
your kids they're gonna need you.
Yeah. Hey, Sean,
Uh,
what about the money? The one that you're bringing at the back?
yeah, I told Darren. Yeah, I showed it to Josh too. But Josh, I don't know if I told you this before, but I saw Michael Winslow years ago at a comedy club in Dayton called Jokers,
Okay.
and when he did Hendrix, I got chills. I was like, I actually thought I was hearing and looking at Hendrix there up on stage, which Hendrix was dead right before I was born. Uh, I'm like, I'd like to keep going. I know he was doing it to be funny, but I was like, this is actually really cool. It sounded like Hendrix up there.
Yep.
He'd put that wig on with the bandana,
Yep.
but he sounded just like Hendrix if he was actually up there.
Yeah. He does that at all his shows. That's one of his trademarks, if you will. But everybody knows him for that character and a few others. But yeah, that's a constant. I brought a friend named Titties with me to one of his shows, and he didn't believe we were seeing Michael Winslow live. He's like, "No way, that's him." I said, "No, it is."
Uh-huh.
Then he started doing his act and everything, and Titties, he couldn't stop laughing the whole show, and it was almost 3 hours.
But
So
they all don't stay young. They all age. That's why they don't look like they do and they did years ago.
he's
'Cause everybody
64. Michael is.
Yeah.
Him and Mahoney are about the same age. It's funny. Mahoney is August 24th, and then you have GW Harris. He's the 27th, August 24th, August 27th, and then Michael's is September 6th. So it's right around all three of their birthdays. But Harris is 80, and the other two are 64.
Wow, Captain Harris is 80? I
Yeah,
thought he was in his 70s. Jesus.
he was born in 1947. He's from MacArthur, Texas, but he lives in LA.
Excuse me, son. Where did you get this gun?
My mom gave it to me. Do you mind if I borrow that for a minute? Sure. Because Harris tightened his ass on that gun. He was, when he heard it go off, he's like, "Son, where did you get that gun?" My mom gave it to me.
Oh, he uses his cane and points at it.
I think Darren fell asleep. Versus,
I think a good crossover for the police academy would have been bringing Leslie Nielsen in as police squad.
there was Yeah, the Naked Gun movies were funny. I like the part where he didn't know he was at the sperm bank, and Anna Nicole Smith was the nurse. Wink, wink. And he said something about he's trying to look for whoever it was, and he was waiting to be called on. She's like, "Go ahead and take a number." He's like, 7. No, go sit down and take a number. Somebody will call you.
Yeah, but look how popular that movie would have been if they would have crossed over Police Academy and Police Squad.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome.
So he gets called and goes into the room, and he fills up like 9 cups of okay, but you hear like sex noises and stuff in the background because they gave him magazines or movies, and he opens the door after he's done, and he's got a smoke in his mouth. His glasses are turned and everything, and his hair's messed up, and like he just like he was going to town doing the rolling of the dice. And he gave the doctor lady all the cups of them all stacked up, and he was smoking and everything afterwards. And you hear like porn phrases like, "Oh yes, oh yes," and he opens the door and he's all messed up like he just had sex or whatever.
Me in real life, I couldn't be comfortable doing that.
They pay you for that stuff. That's kind of sick.
Well, yeah, I know that, but I mean, I could not feel comfortable doing that.
Oh, we just need a little bullshit. Yeah, but anyway, Cher's like, I'm not listening.
I'm listening here. I'm just while you're talking, I'm doing a drawing also.
Yeah, and they're going to release another Beverly Hills Cop movie. Eddie Murphy has done.
Part 4 is already out on Netflix.
Oh, they already put it out on Netflix. Didn't even make it to the theater.
No, it was just going straight to Netflix last year in July. It was good though. I mean,
Did it have Rosewood in it?
yes,
The original?
Rosewood and Foulmouth John Ashton, who passed away last year after they made the movie. Kevin Bacon was in it. He was the villain. I'm not going to give it away. But and then you got some young people in there. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, he was in it.
Yeah. Do you know the guy that played Inspector Todd? He was a real inspector in Detroit. I can't remember his real name, but he was real.
Inspector Todd. What, in Police Academy, the black guy?
No, in Beverly Hills Cop, he was Inspector Todd. That was Eddie Murphy's boss from Detroit.
Yeah, I think I remember.
Yeah.
Is that fucking Foley in here?
Is that fucking Foley in there?
Yep.
Yeah.
He throws a cigarette on the floor.
And then when his boss walks away in the locker room, he's like, "Boss, you still got a great ass. Don't fuck with me, Axel. Not now. Go home."
But he was real. He just played himself. That's what he really did in real life.
Mm.
In Detroit.
I like how in part 1, he's like, "I was just going to use the bathroom. They threw me out of a fucking window." Over there at
For disturbing the peace.
yeah. Yeah. What do we get for jaywalking?
Oh no. What do we get for getting pushed out of a moving vehicle? Jaywalking? This is bullshit.
Yeah. And I like when he goes after the villain. What's his name? Victor Maitland. And he
Yeah.
goes to that party with all the food on the table, and he acts like he's gay at the guy he was giving the message to. He's like,
Yeah.
tell Victor that the man he met a week ago just found out that I have her simplex 10, and he better go find out and get checked before something falls off of a man. He's like, the other guy said, maybe it's best if you give the message. I think that would be best.
And part two, he asked the gay guy that was at the serving table for a couple of bananas, and he shoved them up Rosewood and Taggart's tailpipe so the car would conk out.
Yep, and then the other team came. He's like, what are you guys? The other team? Yeah, we're not going to fall for a banana in the tailpipe. You're not going to fall for a banana in the tailpipe? You've been with him too long. You got to be like, you got to be strong. Hey, man, I'm not falling for a banana in the tailpipe. You got to do it from up here. You've been hanging with him too long.
Yeah, he said, brother, you've been hanging with him too long.
I like how Taggart and Rosewood, like, every time Rosewood pulled out a gun, he's like, Taggart goes, Rosewood, Billy, we really have to talk.
Yeah, when you went to his apartment, opened the door, there was every different type of handgun on the back side of the door. You know, it was ridiculous.
I like when they go to the strip. They go to the strip club in Part 2. That's Gerald Ford.
Oh yeah. Oh, and they were opening those crates that had weapons in it.
Yeah.
He goes, Billy, I bet you don't have one of these. So he takes them and starts putting them in his pocket. The rockets, you know, it was a bazooka.
Yeah. I actually, you know, where the police station was, where they kept arresting him, and he kept going in. I have been to the Beverly Hills Police Department steps where Eddie was. I've actually stepped and did a photo of that. I had somebody take a photo for me. Or maybe I did a shorts video of it. I've got it on here. But I made sure I did a few stops while I was in Beverly Hills. We didn't get out to do Rodeo Drive. But I said, I've got to go to the police station. Where is that shit? And it's right near there. And yeah. You see Lamborghinis, Ferraris, all sorts of hot cars and babes and everything. It's crazy.
Yeah, but not so much anymore. A lot of people don't live in Beverly Hills anymore.
But
A
there's
lot of
always
them moved
this,
out.
yeah, there's always this one store that's all painted in yellow and it has a really nice Bentley or something that's all in yellow and like Lakers colors, and somebody's got some money because they park that shit out front and they just leave it there. People take pictures aside of it. They don't touch it. Probably an alarm system on it, I'm sure. But if you look on YouTube and find videos of Beverly Hills, yeah.
Yeah, most of your celebrities in music, they don't live out in Beverly Hills anymore. They mostly live around Nashville now. You know, that exodus
A lot of people
happened like
moved.
that exodus with musicians happened about 15 years ago. He goes, yeah, 15 years ago they all started moving out of Beverly Hills and moving to Nashville. And if they don't live in Nashville, they live in Lake Tahoe, Nevada, or
Okay.
Henderson, Nevada. Those are the three hot spots for celebrities now. It's no longer Beverly Hills.
Yeah, Coolio moved out there from LA. He moved to Vegas or Henderson, something like that.
You see why?
What?
It's just that it's gotten so expensive out in California. For starters. And I don't know, I saw something not long ago about Beverly Hills, and it was
Well, they
sad.
raised the
Really.
they raised the taxes on the wealthy and the rich, like FDR did, and it worked. They went from uh, went from a deficit to a surplus. That's
Uh,
why California is the fifth largest economy in the world. They were in a deficit for years. When they raised taxes on corporations and the rich, they came out of it and they're in a surplus. That's one state by itself doing this very well by itself, even though a lot of people have moved out. But some people didn't move anywhere.
And you guys remember the old show called Superman with Dean Cain?
I
Yeah,
didn't
that-
watch any.
that was the black and white Superman, wasn't it?
No, this is a newer version that was on TNT a lot of times.
Oh, I never
And
saw.
the Superman guy, his name's Dean Cain. He's been in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
He moved out of California, I guess, because was it a
I
politics
got a phone
thing?
call.
Politics thing. I'm not sure, but now he lives in Florida.
But yeah, people, rich people can do that, but the corporations can't. Well, they can, but it's very expensive. And they move. Who's to say that the next state that they move in ain't going to do the same thing? Because usually, when California and the West Coast do something like that, all the other states will surely there follow. Just
You
like
guys-
all fads all start in California and moved east.
You guys know who Scott Baio is from the 80s?
Oh yeah.
He moved to Florida out of LA because I don't know. But some celebrities, I guess it's politics. I guess it's too expensive. I don't know. But they always have an excuse why they leave. And then half of them lost their homes recently, so I don't know if they're going to rebuild or move. I think it was unsafe to build a home in Malibu on the beach because they could have got taken down with waves and stuff.
Well, in 2036, there's a asteroid called Apophis, and there's a possibility if it does manage to strike, it's going to hit about 500 kilometers off the coast of Malibu and wipe out. It's going to wipe out our west coast. And if it doesn't hit in 2036, 7 years later, it comes around the sun, there's a possibility it can hit us then too. And it's about the size of the Rose Bowl.
Okay.
And if first time it comes into view, it could hit us April Friday the 13th in April.
I guess I bored a few other people.
But it's gonna.
here.
But if it doesn't hit us, it's gonna pass lower than our satellites.
Yeah. Darren, you still here? See, I think he fell asleep.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Bruce says, I'm still here.
Yeah. I'm just here, Josh. Just doing something, you know.
It's all right, dear. I understand.
Oh my God. Do you still go to Sean Tuber's live stream? Does he did the live stream?
He doesn't like me anymore. I don't know why. He never gave me a reason.
No, maybe he's busy.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a lot
I
of
know. I know he just came back from Hawaii a few weeks ago. He was there for a week. He
I
has
know
a
there's
video. He has a
lot of
video.
people a lot of people I don't see anymore. Sean Tuber used to be on all the time. Um,
Mhm.
Tim Dziak, I hardly ever see him anymore. And what's his name? Kuya Gourds. I haven't seen him in over a year.
Yeah. So many changes, you know.
I mean, I work too, but I still have time to socialize.
I'm always ready
Mm.
to socialize. It's just there's hardly anybody on anymore. I've been going to Japanese girls' live streams, the ones that speak English.
I know. I've been to some of them, and they don't want to speak English. It's like, and they're talking way too fast in their language. And I was like, "You're hot, but see ya."
You got to go
Yeah.
to the right ones. Asagi is a good one. Smiley Time, Miley there, she's great. Yeah, Yuka-chan, she speaks English and Japanese though.
Yeah, try to understand there are some Filipinos. They are afraid to speak in English because they are aware from the grammar. And that's the truth. They are afraid to have a mistake, you know. It's hard for them to express themselves. But the most important is if the live streamer is honest, okay? Because there are some live streamers are not honest. They can lie straight in your face, you know. Like Darren, he's an honest guy. Sean is an honest guy. You're an honest guy too, Josh.
Tear,
And Bruce is also honest. And there are some pretending to be, someone. I really don't like that kind of people, to mingle with.
tear.
Yeah,
No, I try my best to be honest and forward and telling people what's up.
yeah. There are some pretending to be single, but they are not. And some of them, they will hide their children. It's not good, you know. It's like
That one I
try
don't
to be
understand.
honest to everyone. Try to be honest to everyone if you're doing a live stream. You cannot hide the truth, you know.
Yeah, you don't hide your kid. Well, I mean, you can hide your kids, but let it be known.
Mm.
Yeah, I got 4 kids,
Yeah,
but but I don't advertise them. I don't, typically allow them, on a
yeah,
panel on one of the live streams I'm in.
yeah. You don't need to show it just to tell them that that I have kids, but don't hide it. It's not good, you know, if you're hiding it. It's not all about security. It's all about you're trying to be dishonest to the people on the panel, especially in the chat.
Bruce, are you
Yeah,
still here?
there are some people doing that. I think he was talking over the phone. He has a call.
Because I wanted to know if you knew about what happened in Indianapolis 5 days ago.
What happened?
A man walks in. He doesn't have one, but he did it to make a point. He walks into the federal building and applies and gets, without question, a conceal and carry license. And he's fucking blind. Has been since birth.
That's like giving them a driver's license. I thought it was a joke at first, but no, it's real. And in my state ain't any better, Ohio. Life no longer, and according to them, life no longer is considered at conception. It's considered at erection.
Here we
And
go.
I'm like, you people are freaking idiots.
Yeah, I tried to get a license to do what is it? To learn how to what is that thing they do that they do on the water with the ski boat things? Anyway, the trainer said, "Here's your license. You passed. Now go be a dick."
Yeah, but I'm like, okay, how are we going to enforce this law? We're going to have policemen with sonograms in their freaking car now? I mean, this is really, it's just getting out of hand, the stupidity. But the blind man to get a conceal and carry license, that one really took the cake there. Jesus Christ. Forgot how weavy and windy this portion of the pike is. I mean, I'm just going to be happy to get into Ohio before he gets. I got to go through a small piece of West Virginia, though.
Sorry, everyone.
But that should have never happened. I mean, common sense. They talk about common sense. I'm like, no. Every common sense is what it is. Common. I like uncommon sense because that's much better.
Oh, Darren dropped?
He probably fell asleep.
Yeah. Yeah, let him sleep because he's working a lot, you know.
Hey, he had that wonderful vacation for a few weeks.
Yeah, because he needs to see the wife, you know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would have been in that damn consulate bothering him. Can we push that paperwork through? Where is it? All you got to do is sign it and be done with it, and I can take my wife home.
Yeah,
What's the problem?
He wants to do that eventually. He's going to try to hopefully come down here in April.
I mean, there's ways of doing that. That's what I learned from Liam Neeson as the character Oscar Schindler. Hey, let me take you out to dinner and everything. You become friends with them, and they'll push the paperwork through a lot quicker.
Oh, sorry, I'm back. I had a phone call.
Yeah. Bruce, did you hear about the blind guy in Indianapolis getting a conceal and carry license? And he's blind, mind you.
No, I haven't heard about that.
Yeah, it's true.
That's crazy.
Came in with the white stick and the sunglasses on and everything, and they gave it to him. Unbelievable.
That is crazy. Unbelievable. A
So,
lot
Bruce,
of crazy stuff going on in this world.
Bruce, did you get a joke for me today on Messenger?
I don't know.
I think Sean did. About the Indian and casino thing. Sean, did you get that?
I may have gotten it. I don't
No.
remember.
Oh, yeah, I did.
What'd you think of it?
I'm looking at it now. Sitting broke, huh? How can I get my money back? Boy.
Oh boy. So yeah, Bruce, I think I've given you updates and stuff, letting you know about what we're doing next month, right?
Oh. Well, if you did, I may have forgotten. I don't know. I've had a lot of other stuff going on in my mind here.
We're going to LA on March 5th
Okay.
for the day.
Oh, okay.
9.5 hours. I don't have a lot of time off work, and it was a cheap day to go, and we had free airline credit to use, like I told you. And we kind of put that together and did that, and we got to leave on March 4th though, because the flight leaves at 9:30 in the morning. Hoping that we don't miss the flight, because Marion doesn't like mornings, but we're going to try to do what we can to make it. And it's got a free shuttle at the hotel we're staying at on the 4th. So, and it's only like 8 minutes to get to the airport.
Hey,
Oh.
can you get me an autograph photo of Captain Harris? I'd really appreciate that.
I don't know how I can get an autograph for you, but I will have photos for you. I mean, his mindset isn't right to do all that. I tried to do that for a friend of mine, and he mailed them to me. He paid me for it, and I mailed them to Harris, and Harris actually lost his photos because he had Mahoney sign it, and he had a few others sign it, and he sent me the autographs to send to Harris. I called him. I said, DW, did you get those autographs? Yeah. What do I do? I said, just put your name on them and mail them back. He didn't do that, so we lost 4 autographs that my friend had. And I told him,
Oh, man.
I don't know what he did with them. He's got dementia. Nothing's adding up. I've been trying to reach him about it. You know, I didn't bring it up anymore. But he did get them in the mail. I sent them snail mail, but he got them.
The best way to do that is right in front of them. Can you sign these?
Well, I had the DVD box set, and I had Michael Winslow sign them for me at his concerts, his shows, and I was going to have Harris sign them, and they got misplaced.
Damn.
The DVD box set 1 through 7. I had Jones sign all 7 of them at his show afterwards. I've even got a picture with James Avery, Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince. I got a picture with him, so that means something to me. I got to see him here.
Every show he was in, he was a cop of some sort too.
Yeah.
Crocodile Dundee was a cop. Live and Die
Die
or Die
Hard.
Hard. Did a Die Hard movie. That's it. I was getting it mixed up with James Bond.
But he was a limo driver in Crocodile Dundee.
Oh, he was a limo driver. I thought he was a cop.
I like how Dundee grabbed that man chick at the bar to make sure it was to find out if it was a female or not.
Well, there was that old lady that had that deep voice.
Yeah. And then
I'm so glad you could come. Excuse me.
oh, darling. Excuse me. Who's your gentleman caller? The Dundee movies are hilarious as hell. I like those movies. He also did the one in L.A. It was okay. It was slower.
Yeah, the blonde woman in that movie. She was hot during that time.
He married her.
Really? I didn't know he really did.
You could look it up. In the past, he's not married to her now. I think they divorced or something after so long. And yeah, he married her after the first film. He's in his 70s now.
That's the problem. We all get old.
Yeah.
We all get old.
So Bruce, you still there? Bruce? I guess he's muted himself. Anyway, yeah. So, did you see the LA one that Crocodile did?
I knew there was a part 2. That was it.
And they did a part 3 in LA.
I don't think I ever saw that one.
Yeah. And they go to Wendy's because they've never had fast food or something like, and they were very hungry one night going out on the town, and they end up at a Wendy's, and Crocodile comes up to the drive-thru, and they were deciding what they were going to have, and he goes up to the drive-thru and, welcome to Wendy's, may I help you? He's like, yes, Wendy, I would like to get 4 whatever sandwiches and 4 Biggie fries and Biggie drinks and all this kind of thing. And he called her Wendy, the one that answered the drive-thru speaker. Like they weren't familiar with things in LA. Oop, gotta pay a toll.
Yep, you just drive through now. Free pass, or no, that's best pass.
So what? That you just build a company when you go through them?
They bill me.
Oh, you must have to pay a lot for those things.
More than a car, yeah. But the tolls that we know that we're going to be hitting, it gets factored into the rates of the load that pays you.
We were going through a lot of the tolls by car in Florida because we just let them send a bill in the mail, and once it arrives, we pay it right away. And I think we racked up about $15 in tolls. That's because we never had cash on hand. We just had card, and nobody was at the toll booth, so I didn't want to stop. I just kept going. They took a picture, and we just paid
And
it.
I don't know if Bruce remembers this, but I remember when I was a kid, you got onto a toll road like this. There was a big basket, and you had to have exact change. You just threw the coins in, they went in, and then the boom came up, and you went through.
A friend of mine left a dollar bill because it was $1 for an off-ramp toll. We didn't have change. He left a dollar bill in the basket, so it wouldn't go down. Wink, wink. It was supposed to be change. We didn't have a dollar in quarters, and then it started buzzing. He felt like we went right through it and didn't put anything in there, but we did. I don't know. So it started buzzing as we were driving off away from it. I was like, at least you still put something in there. I'm sure they got cameras. But it was a rental car after we flew there, and it was all right. Nothing happened.
They probably had a camera there.
Yeah, that was
I don't remember a basket. I remember there wasn't too many toll roads around here though. In fact, the only one close to where I live or was living at the time was going across the old Mississippi River Bridge at Vicksburg, Mississippi. It was a 2-lane highway, and you had to stop at the booth and pay the toll there. I don't know how much the toll was. I was just a kid, you know.
But the first automated ones where they didn't have to have a human being there, they just had a machine with the basket. So you throw the coins, no matter what, it's going to go in the basket, and then the boom will come up.
Oh,
Yeah, it's all automated now. They don't have any employees anymore.
Oh, I know. I've had a few bills that I've had to pay from both Florida and over in Texas.
The only one in Texas I know is the George W. Bush toll road. You can do 85 on that thing at night.
Yeah. Well, no, they got several of them over there now. Some of them are not that long.
George
There's
W.
one
Bush.
that runs, I don't know what toll road this is, but it runs like from Austin all the way over to Houston. And that might be the one you're talking about. And,
This one starts in Dallas.
Oh,
I don't know where. Yeah, I don't know where it goes, but because I'm not getting on it.
No, I don't. I try to avoid the toll roads as much as I could, but unfortunately, they got a few places over there that you can't avoid them, you know. And of course, Google Maps will try to get you to go through the toll road. Makes you wonder if they get a percentage of the toll or something. Anyway, but yeah, I try to avoid them. But yeah, they've got a few toll roads over there now. I can't even remember where they all are now.
Yeah, the interstate highway system was not designed to be a toll.
Oh, I know. I know they weren't.
Okay. Everybody, Marion's here. Hello?
Hey,
Oh,
Hey,
hey, Marion. How are you?
oh, good. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
That's good.
So we weren't keeping you up, ones. Sorry, I'm back.
Okay. Is Sheriff still with us?
Yeah, she's muted.
Yeah.
But I don't know why.
Okay.
I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm just
Oh,
doing something.
that's okay.
Yeah. I'll just let you talk, guys, because I'm just participating also here, you know.
Sure.
What?
Marion's here. Say hey.
Hello, Marianne.
Hey, Cher.
I didn't know her name was Marion. That's the
Yeah.
name of the best.
What?
There's like 5 or 6 of them in the Dayton area. Marion is the best place to go get pizza, and they're only in Dayton, Ohio. Marion's Pizza. Oh, the best pizza. You won't go to Pizza Hut, Domino's, or any of that. Everybody's like, let's go to Marion's. They make the best. They make the best pizza in the Dayton, Ohio area. Trust me.
There's an Antioch Pizza in Chicago that's a
Oh,
good
yeah.
place to get pizza.
It's in the
Yeah.
Antioch. It's in the Antioch area, 45 minutes north of Chicago, where I
Yeah,
used to live, and it's really good. You can get like a drink and 2 slices, $7.
Yeah, to me, X Checkers was the best. It's on Hammond Avenue in downtown,
Yeah.
but it's expensive, no doubt. But you'll be lucky to eat one slice of the deep dish. God, that is a very cheesy pizza. The deep dish they make, a lot of mozzarella cheese.
So Bruce,
Yeah.
how's everything going?
Oh, everything's going okay.
Yes, some of these pizza places, they got the shakaroni, you know, they're real thick.
She's talking about Papa John's has a Shaquille O'Neal pizza. It's called the Shakaroni.
Oh,
Yeah. All they did is put more extra pepperoni on it. That's all.
Have you had it before?
No.
I've never
It's
had it.
it's huge. It's good. We buy mediums from Domino's, and they're like $7 a piece, and we could chow through both of them within an hour.
It's good, but you get more cholesterol.
But if you're ever in the Dayton area, just look up Marion's Pizza locations. There's only like 4 or 5 left, but they were the best.
Oh, okay. Is that in South Carolina?
Dayton, Ohio.
Oh, okay.
I think
You're not going to get good pizza in South Carolina. The only thing good you're going to get out of South Carolina is probably a sweet potato pie or some chitlins. That's about it.
Here we go.
Or seafood.
Yeah, well, pecan pie. They're known for that too.
Yeah.
I've actually had chitlins. Some black woman was at the fair, and I just happened to sit down at their table. And at the time, I didn't have any money and stuff. And she's like, "Well, honey, try some of these chitlins." I was like,
No way.
I heard they smell like fart. I don't know.
I couldn't handle that.
But I tried it with hot sauce, and it was way better than smelling
Well,
like ass.
Bruce is in Mississippi. He knows what chitlins are.
Yeah, I know what chitlins are. No, I don't know.
It makes your breath smell like hull.
Actually, there's a few things that they have around here, and no, I won't eat it.
I tried one little piece with a fork. I was like, ew, it smells like shit. So,
No.
It's just as
And
bad as
the-
Limburger cheese.
and the lady was really nice and stuff. You don't like it, honey? What your name is? I was like, Josh.
Give me some cornbread.
He's like, here's $20. Go get you a meal. I was like, I'm sure it's less than that, but thanks. I'll buy 3.
Yeah, there's some things in the South only you can eat in the South that are cooked properly.
Oh,
Like
and
grits.
vitamins.
Yeah,
They got some real good food.
No,
cornbread, grits and greens. You have to go down south to eat them down there because they know how to cook them correctly there.
Oh, I know.
Because me, I like mixed greens.
Me too.
You guys are sick.
It's
as
better than
being-
spinach.
being somebody from the South, it it really depends on who cooks it.
If they know what they're doing, yeah. Usually people in the
Yeah,
South
it
do.
depends on who's cooking. That's what I'm saying. If they, if a person knows what they're doing, it's going to be good. It doesn't matter where they're from.
Yeah, like you go to a Waffle House up here, you order grits, it'll come out in one lump or it runs all over the plate. They don't know how to do it right up here.
But I mean, shoot, I cook all kind of stuff here. My food tastes pretty good. My kids love what when I cook for them. Which isn't very often, but every once in a while we get together and share a meal together, and I'm usually the one that does the cooking,
Yeah.
and so.
Yeah,
I mean,
the way I like my grits.
I don't know how to cook, but the food I do cook, I've learned how to cook it really good. I'm not a real hardcore Southern cook either. I mean, like you were talking about. Well, chitlins, I sure as hell don't eat that, but there's some other things that are pretty well known as being a big thing down here that I don't eat.
Yeah, Bruce, I saw you on one of your videos. You cooked like 8 burgers one time. You cooked for like, I don't know.
Yeah, on the grill. That was just something I did out on the grill.
Mm-hmm.
And I season it the way I like it. I think most people that have eaten my burgers, they like them. And,
Hey Bruce, do you mix a butt rub with your hamburger when you make your burgers?
No.
I know that's a secret that I learned in Texas. Hey, you got to take some butt rub, put that in your hamburger before you mix it into patties, and it was really good.
I went to meet up with a friend of mine that lives in Texas, and he cooked one of the best burgers I've ever eaten, and he didn't put no butt rub in it.
Oh my God, yeah, it makes them really, really good.
He
Gives them a
did
lot of
season it
flavor.
with some kind of a special seasoning that he had that, it was it was sprinkled on, and it was, it was, smoked on the grill. It was really good.
I always use Worcestershire sauce on our burgers.
I don't ever use that. I use lemon pepper seasoning a lot of the time. And there's different ways you can do it. I mean, it just depends on what you're in the mood for. My
Yeah,
dad used some awesome hamburgers.
yeah. Butt
He,
rub
he-
is usually popular in Louisiana, Arkansas, and Texas. They make some good ones in Arkansas. I bought some there.
I mean, I'm sure that's good. I've never tried it, I don't think. But some of the best burgers I've ever eaten were the ones my dad used to cook. And if he chopped up some onions and put some apple salt, just mixed all this stuff up in the meat, some applesauce, some chopped up onion, and some Schwaback toast, which is it's like baby toast. And he put all that in the meat and mixed it all up real good in the meat and made up his patties. And then there was a certain type of barbecue sauce that I don't even think they sell it anymore. That he used to buy. And man, those burgers were so good. I mean, but there's a lot of different recipes. I've eaten burgers that had Lipton onion soup mixed in them, along with
Oh
crackers,
yeah,
and you know, and they turned out delicious.
yeah. That Lipton onion soup that's in the powder form.
Hmm.
Yeah, you mix that with the meat. That's good too. Put that
Yeah,
in meatloaf.
I use that in my pot roast that I cook on the stove, and it's good. Makes it good. So I just. But anyway, well, Josh, I'm gonna get down from here. Uh, I got somebody here that wants to talk, so I'm gonna go talk to her.
I appreciate you being here, Bruce, always.
Okie
Good
doke. Yeah,
hearing
you're
from.
welcome.
Good hearing you from again, Bruce.
Yeah, good talking to you, Sean,
Good talking to
and
you.
Josh, and Marion, and
Bye,
Sharon.
Bye, Bruce.
Bye
Yeah.
bye. I appreciate you coming to the live yesterday.
Yes. Even if I'm too late because I see JQ.
Huh? Do what?
No, what I'm trying to say is no, I mix up because you and Mark Ruth are the same. I also go to his live stream too. Okay.
Oh, Mark Truitt. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I, but I appreciate you. You're very nice guy, Bruce. Okay. That's why I keep on supporting you.
Well, I appreciate it, Sheriff. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't.
Well, y'all take care.
Don't. Yeah.
We'll
Take
do it
care.
again, Bruce.
Okie doke. All right.
right.
I'll see y'all later.
Okay.
See you,
All right.
Bruce.
See you later, Sean. Sheriff. See you later.
Bye. Bye.
Bye bye.
Now let's all take it off.
So you want to end now the live?
No, I want to talk to you.
Okay, what are we going to talk about?
Oh dear, there's so much to talk about.
Oh my god. Yeah, I just miss you also, Josh, because it's been a long time. before, together with Ellie.
Somebody doesn't
Yeah.
like answering their messenger, though.
Yeah, I know. I didn't see your messages.
You
Did you
must have
send me
two
messages?
accounts. I've got your old account, I guess.
I guess you need to send me not the share pencil, because the share pencil, I don't know the password over there. I'll just send you this link, okay?
Okay.
Here, I'll send it here. I just type it. The problem is, God, I just I don't know what you call this, the the password of that account.
Okay. So where are you gonna
Yeah, this
send
is
it?
my
On
link.
in chat or on Messenger?
Yeah, here in private chat,
Oh,
in private. I'm not going to post this on on YT. Yeah, there are so many trolls are attacking me, and yeah, Mark Truth knows that. I don't care. They can say whatever they want to say. Some of them, they call me I'm a shit artist. Keep on doing that. I don't care. Yeah, just add me. That's the link. I will add you on Facebook. In Facebook, limited people that I'm adding. Those people that I know already that I'm
okay.
going
So
to add.
here, hold on. Let me just type my Facebook name in here.
Okay. Yeah, I know that. Joshua. Yeah,
That's the only one I have. So
yeah. I'll add you late. I'll add you now. Okay, hold on. I will add you now. Yes, no. Hold on.
So Sean, it's really funny. So Darren gets on here really late with me or something, and then he will literally fall asleep and not say anything for hours. And
Yeah.
I was like, I would say his name 500 times, and he still wouldn't respond. Like he is dead asleep or something. I've done that on somebody else's channel before, and they booted me off because I snored too loud. And it's something I can't control anyway. But
I fell asleep
Josh,
during a live stream one time and I won't do it again
Josh,
because
can you please add me on Facebook? Sorry, that Shauna, I cannot find you.
Sammy and Blessed Life was hearing me talk in my sleep about Blessed
Mhm.
Life.
yeah, give me a second.
Did you want the rest of my drink?
You going to bed again?
Yeah, I'm cold.
Okay, just go to bed. Give me a second. You all still there?
Okay. Yes, I'm still here.
I'm still figuring this out. Hold on a minute. Okay, blah, blah, blah. What else? Take me there. Okay. What is this? 1 second. Come on. I'm on Facebook. I need to. Let's see.
You just message me only and then I'll add you. Sean, where's your destination?
Demona, Iowa.
Okay.
There, I'm back. Y'all were buffering for me.
Yeah.
So, Cher, what is your real name? Like, what? I'm typing you in. The link didn't really take me there.
Okay, this is my real name. I'll type it in the private chat, okay?
It's
Okay.
Cheryl, I know that. If she goes by
Yeah,
Cheryl.
yeah, yeah, but this is the real name, okay? Just I'm the one who was with the horse. I'm riding in a horse carriage and with a drawing. The timeline is a drawing. I draw a woman in a red ball pen.
Okay, give me a second. I'm looking.
Okay.
There's a lot of people with your name, so
You can find me there with the horse. I'm the one who was riding in a horse. In a horse carriage. Actually.
is it with 2 L's?
Yes. That was me.
Yeah, I'm not finding you. I don't see a horse in the profiles here.
I don't know. It's just like some people can find me.
Okay. I spelled it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh, I gotta tell you, I'm surprised when you first talked to and met Captain Harris that he didn't think that you were a weirdo and then start acting like Captain Harris on you.
Oh, actually, in his vehicle, when we were driving, I was whispering to his nephew, his daughter's son, because he was told by a cop, because we had a car accident, and the cop told GW not to drive anymore. And so his nephew hopped in. I was whispering to him what's going on and how we connected and things. And anyway, so it was a whole fucked up day. And GW was sitting in the back of the car. I was sitting up front. They didn't make me move. And I was whispering something to his nephew, and Harris in the back goes, "I can't hear you." And he did that to Hooks, right? He's like, "What? I can't hear you." And then she's like, "I want to be a police officer." And he's like, "Don't unpack." So he said that to me. "I can't hear you," and he kind of got stern in the back of the car. I was like, "Oh no, we were talking about something else."
Yeah, but see, that brings nostalgia back, good memories back to him.
Right. I thought it was funny as shit. I was like, "No way he said that." He literally said a line from one of his movies. I was like, "There you go. He's getting it back." Of course, his daughter meets me, and it's like, she doesn't like me, and said, "I'm going to send you back to your hotel in LA from GW's house to LA, and it's on our account with Uber, and I don't want you visiting or seeing him again. He's going to do what he wants. He still accepts my calls, and we plan on seeing him." So
I'm surprised that she would act like that.
she was a bitch, man. I didn't like her at all. I was I was scared shitless, like she was going to call the cops or something on me. I was like, "I'm not a stalker. He accepted me as a friend and a fan. We've just been close. I've only seen him twice now in my life. And, let me have some time with my friend." And I told GW standing right there in front of her. She goes and walks off on her phone. He's sitting at his dinner table. I was like, he's like, "What is she trying to do?" I said, "She's trying to break our friendship up." "She ain't going to do anything. I'm going to do what I want." Okay. Good. So he was defending me. I haven't done anything to the man. Because here's the problem. We fell that first night I was seeing him. He came and picked me up at LAX, took me to my hotel. We hung out a minute. And he wanted to go in. So he got out of his car. It was a rainy, wet day. We both fell together on our backs.
Ow.
Yes. And I was carrying my sack. Calm down. And I thought I heard something break in my ribs. I was like, I heard something like that when I fell. I was trying to get him out of the car. He said, "Hold me, get me quickly," because he was slipping. He missed the step of the curb, so he slid down his car, and we ended up like domino effect. He landed on top of me. There goes
Too
my
bad you didn't get it on film.
So he got up and walked into my hotel, and he was fine. And then I told the guy at the counter when I was about to pay for my nights, I was like, "Fuck, man, I'm hurting." "Good for you." That's what GW said. "Good for you. You know how it feels for seniors." I'm not a senior, but he was using some of his lines again, like "good for you," because I was hurting more than he was. He's like, "I'm fine."
Yeah, I'm sure he has a lot of fans that nobody ever got to meet him, and you're lucky.
Mm-hmm. And I never even pushed and shoved to go see him. I just called him and said, "I'm not a stalker. Please don't hang up. I have questions." And he accepted me as a friend, and once a week.
That was really cool. That's rare too. That's really cool though.
I had a friend in Toronto call him up, and GW says, "Who the fuck is this?" And I didn't tell my friend, "Don't say it's from me," just call on your own. And he did. And he was trying to give ideas for a movie script or get this. He was trying to have his autograph signed. That was that friend I was telling you about.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted to mail them straight to GW instead of me. I was like, no. I'm about to go see him. Just send them to me. and I'll send them to him because he said, well, if you're not going to go see him, because I wasn't sure at that time. So I mailed him. So that's that same friend I was telling you about that called him, and he's like, who the fuck is this? So, yeah, that's how I answered him. And I was like, how'd it go to my friend? And he's like, man, he hung up on me. I was just trying to talk and be nice and tell him about stuff. So GW thought that he was a stalker, and he knows I'm not. So going back to the car accident thing, how his daughter said, we're sending you back to the hotel, fucker. And what happened was they thought I was going to sue GW for all his money because he fell on me. They flipped it and said I was going to sue the father. And I wouldn't do that to him, nor would I ever. And he would win anyway, but I wasn't planning to do any of that. It just happened to be that he fell on me. And then he said, at least buy me dinner first. But my problem is, I did a reach around. He didn't like that because I was trying to pick him up off me.
Me, I would have chalked it up as a comic routine.
That man was heavy. He's not fat or anything, but he was just heavy when he landed on me. And I told him, I said, GW, just drop me off. You don't need to get out of the car. He wanted to. He wanted to go see my room. He kept his pants on, so we'll move on. So he goes in there, looks around. Nice room. You go here. You stay here a lot, don't you? Oh, I love it here. It's a hostel. And then he walks out. He's still wet, mind you, like the squishy feet sound in soggy grass. He's still, leaving. And I was like, GW, you're all wet, man. Do we need to hug? No, I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, okay, cool. And no, because he's a hugger, and that's fine with me. And then he kissed my neck. It's okay. But Sean's thinking, man, this is gay.
Not really, because in the native culture, that's how we shake hands. In my family, it's a hug contest.
I do reach arounds when I hug a guy.
Now that I won't do.
But he asked politely. He didn't drop any soap. But let's move on. So he walks and leaves my room, the hostel, and he's like, I can hear the soggy feet and everything, his shoes. And he's literally leaving. I can hear him. And I was like, I walked him out actually so he doesn't fall again because it was still slippery and wet. Stop, Sean. I know how you think. And so I made sure he walked down the steps of the hostel to the car and everything.
Before he retired, what did he do in between acting gigs? That was what I'm curious.
He did a lot of shows. He was a detective in a lot of different shows on TNT.
Oh, I see.
Major Crimes. He was in that. And there was another one that he did too with Kevin Bacon's wife.
But his most inspirational was Captain Harris.
Yeah. That's where he got his hits. And those were classic comedies, like With a Passion. Yeah.
Yeah, his most inspirational role was Captain Harris, though.
Right. No, I'm very lucky to know him and meet him. And that same day that we had that car accident because of his dementia and stuff, I feel so bad for him. I mean, he lost his wallet, so he didn't have his license with him and all his cards and money. So I had to pay for dinner. I'm glad I had $50 or so. He paid me back. But we were at a stoplight. He was he took off his shoes while driving. His shoes were down by the pedals. I was like, GW, this isn't safe. And you're not even putting the car in park. You're just rolling. Oh, you're rolling. Not getting loud with him, but you're going to hit that van in front of us. Nothing happened. It was just a fender bender thing. Nothing broke. So they met up in a gas station parking lot to exchange stuff. The cops came over. They said, and then GW didn't have his license and stuff, so he showed him his passport to prove him. The cop said, I'm going to have to give you a ticket, but you can't drive anymore because of your conditions. So he got rid of his car, still has his license for ID purposes, but he has a friend driving for him now.
Because I remember seeing a picture of you with him driving.
That's that day of the accident. Yes, he was very tired. I could see it. He looked like really mean and stuff, but he wasn't. Just tired. And I kind of went in tears talking to him. I says, GW, I hate this for you. I know you've got something going on upstairs. I'm just telling you, I've got family members who have it. And we went in deep discussion, and I started tearing up. I literally was, because I hate that he got in a car accident the way his mind is now. And I was just feeling so much for him. I was. He means a lot to me. And
what is his normal day like? I mean, what is just does whatever? Or?
Bank stuff, goes and sees his kids, has lunches with other TV and movie people. And
yeah, you should have him at least once here on your live stream, Josh. That would draw a crowd.
I'll see what he can do. No promises, but he probably won't remember, and he usually jots it down on his calendar or in his phone. But somebody
go out there and see him again.
Yeah, I'll talk to him about it. We might do a quick live anyway while we're sitting with him.
Or you'd be sitting next to you. That'd be great.
Right. I'll say, and guess what, everyone? We have a really good special guest today. And you will not believe who it is. Some of you might know because we already planned it. But
yeah, he could treat me like Proctor. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah. Proctor hates me. I called him too.
Oh, really?
And he still has that same, I don't play cards. He still has that voice like from the movies. But, I called him up. I said, his name is Lance Kinsey. I said, hi, Mr. Kinsey. My name is Josh. I'm a friend of GW's. And I was like, I'm just a huge fan of yours and GW's. Well, how about if you don't call me anymore, okay? I was like, I just asked. Yeah, well, I don't like it, okay? How'd you get my number? Well, I found you. I just looked you up. Really? Well, I'm going to call GW. I was like, really? You're going to rat on me? GW literally called me and said, don't ever call Proctor back ever again.
Well, I have a question. Why do some celebrities in US are so mean? It's just like, come on, be thankful that someone appreciates you.
Yeah, GW seems that way. That's why I'm saying that's rare.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he loves me. He was just.
Yeah.
I called him last week. I said, GW, guess what? I'm coming out to see you. What date? What time? I said, hold on. And I told him, and he was like, can't wait to see you and your wife. We're gonna have a good time. I was like, thank you. And I told him, I said, we're just coming out for the day, though. Can we try to chill with you and do some things, kill some time? He's going to pick us up at LAX, drop us off after we eat or go play and do some things. And yeah, his friend doesn't mind picking us up with him in the car. He sits so low because he's a short guy. Not like Danny DeVito's short, but he's tiny. And he kind of lowers himself in the car. He never sits up. And I was like, why are you slouching? Get in the fucking car. Let's go. I says, okay.
Because he seems to be interested in his fans, who we are and everything. It's like, yeah, I remember you ever since I was a kid watching you in the 80s.
Now, for example, if I say, meet us out there, Sean, right? And you meet us and we do a dinner thing with him, then you would be probably hard as a rock and then you'd have to have some time to yourself. But he's a nice guy. He would pay for somebody else's meal. He paid for our Uber driver. If somebody else was there with us, flew with us, met us there, whatever, and we made the plans happen, he would literally pay for that other person.
Wow.
He said to us, with my Uber driver, you guys have whatever you want. It's on me. We've already planned this. Whatever you want. So I said, oh, look, an $18 Pescetti. With meatball. And then Marion got a salad that was probably same price. I was like, man, calm down. You're not going to eat all of it here. So, yeah, we probably had like $40 meals times 2, like together with drinks. But he said, have whatever you want. I like when people say that because I'm not trying to take advantage of them. They said, have what you want.
Yeah, Cher, one day if we have like a movie night, we'll sit down and watch the first couple of Police Academy movies with you, and you'll learn who he is. He's a brilliant actor, and he's funny.
Mm-hmm.
And he brought that, Sean, he brought that sternness from the movies into real life. I'm not kidding.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
It's like, fuck you, ass and bitch and tits or whatever. Not that graphic, but he'll say ass, bitch, and fucking and all that stuff just because he wants to throw that out there. I mean, it's like, fuck, and when he's on his phone or something. I've heard some chatter. But he brings it to real life. He even calls himself an out-of-work actor. He won't remember his lines now, obviously. Because I asked him, I said, you don't remember a lot of your lines? Oh, those were way back in those 80s, remember? I said, yeah, I know. I could do them for you. And he's like, oh, no, don't worry about it. I remember some, not all. And I don't really want to sit here and hear it. I just want to be with you and hang out and do whatever you want. And then I said, what are we going to do today? That time that we were eating when he didn't have his wallet that day. I said, what do we have plans to do? What do you want to do? Well, I'm going to go back to my house, go find my fucking wallet. I lost it somewhere. And lo and behold, he left it at a Chinese restaurant with friends. He left it at a restaurant. They found it. They called him up. He went and got it after I got home. He found it 2 weeks later.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I was like, I know what your bank account's like, and that would be kind of scary to lose your cards. If you look him up, it says he's only worth $5 million. More. But he knows how to spend his money. He knows how to save it. He doesn't haul it around in a truck like Sean.
And he doesn't probably live like all the other celebrities did. He lives simple.
He does. He lives in a condo in Santa Clarita, California. Not a condo like a high rise. No, he bought his own place. So he's got titty pictures on his walls because he's a man. That's fine. But literally, I walked in. I was like, GW, are you serious? What? You got boobies? And anybody comes over, your daughter, and you don't mind family seeing this right here? Hell, it's my house. I'll have and do what I want. I was like, you keep saying that. What other words do you know? I like boobies. Oh, that's fine. I understand, but so do I, obviously. But Cher says, I'm gone. See ya. So, no, but he's really cool, though. And then he walked, when we got into his house, he walked through the hallway where his bedrooms are to the bathroom. I was like, I actually walked and followed him. I was like, where are you going? And he was going to the bathroom. I was like, he's like, piss. I was like, I'll wait for you in the living room, but maybe you might want to close the door so I don't hear your lizard draining. And he left the door open because he's I guess, a nudist or something. But I didn't mean to follow him all the way to the bathroom. I didn't, I saw his. Anyway, so
Yeah.
we hung out for a little bit. His daughter was there. She says, "You're going back to your hotel, and I don't want you hanging out with my dad anymore." I was almost in tears for that. I was like, "What the hell? I didn't do anything." According to my son, you want to sue my dad because he fell on you? I didn't say one word of that at all. None. I would have been rich if I did. But Sean says, "I'm already rich. Check my truck." So, but yeah, he lives simple. It's, he had a normal car, nothing fancy like a Ferrari or something, no, a normal car.
Yeah, some celebrities don't live elaborate lifestyles.
And I use the term celebrity friend when I go and see him. I don't want to say the name because people probably like, "I don't remember him." I said, "Well, he's from the 80s, 70s and 80s, 90s.
Yeah, everybody that grew up in the 80s would remember him real well.
Yeah. And, yeah, so I've seen him twice. We're going to go see him again. It's already planned. And I'll probably do like a quick shorts video or something and post it. And you guys can see it there. We might go live. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd
Or I
like
might-
to hear him say my name as Captain Harris. Sean trucking with BS.
But we have to really plan the time frame for you because you're on the road all the time. I don't know when you're sleeping. But, we got to really talk about that. Because when we get there, he's going to pick us up. We're going to go find somewhere to eat. And I asked him, this is funny. I asked him, "So GW, where you want to go eat? Because I'm used to going to like Denny's or something like that." He's like, "Oh, we're not going to do Denny's." Mm-mm.
Yes, see, I'd have fun with him. I'd give him my megaphone. I said, "Do your best." You'd have fun with that megaphone.
Yeah, in part 4, he actually yelled at Mahoney. And Mahoney said something like, Bobcat fell in the pool, and then Harris comes up to Bobcat and he's like, "What the hell is this? Cadets in heat?" And Bobcat goes, "No, we were just like talking, and Harris said, "Well, this isn't a spawning pool." And then you hear Bobcat saying to Harris, "Jerk." He's like, he's like, "What?" And the girl that was next to Bobcat said, "Hey," and then Bobcat said, "No, I think I was really clear. I said jerk, And and then Bobcat has to explain it to the girl again, jerk, that kind of thing. And then Bobcat had a Mickey Mouse watch that flooded when he fell in the pool because they had a party. And he yells, "Mickey!" And he's like, "This is the last thing I ever stole before joining the academy." So, and then later in the scene, Harris comes up to Mahoney, and Harris goes, "Well, I don't care what you think, Mahoney." And Mahoney said something, and then Harris said something back saying, "Well, how about you just kiss my rosy little red ass, Mahoney?" And then then Harris walks away. Mahoney goes, "Rosie." So, and then you see the blonde chick with the big boobies. She goes in the pool. What happened was how she got so tall in the center of the pool. She's tall, but they put a box down there in the center of the pool. She stood on it. Her boobs came out like big in the shirt. And she's like, "I'm going to train everybody on how to revive a drowning victim. So she jumps in, all clothes, gets wet, nipples, everything. She stands on the box in the pool. You don't see the box, but you think she's floating, saying, "Now, who wants to save me?" And all the guy cadets, all the guys, they all jumping in, racing, swimming after her and everything. She's like, "Holy shit!" She gets out of the pool because all the guys, even Bobcat, jumped in with the police uniform in the pool.
Yeah. Didn't JW ever actually watch the movies over the years?
Some celebrities do, some don't. Like it's not a thing
Yeah,
to them. They know they made it, and they could always watch it to see what they could have done better or something like that.
Did he ever sit and watch them?
Have never asked him. But I love how they pulled pranks about fart jokes with him and whatever it was that Mahoney and Jones would do. Like Jones would imitate a TSA walk-through beeping thing, right, when it goes off.
Mm-hmm.
And Harris said, I'm going to go first. And it pissed off Jones. So when Jones heard the beep go off, Harris almost practically had to strip down right there at TSA with all the crowd.
Yeah.
That was in part 5. And Jones kept doing that beeping noise, beeping, whatever. And by the time it was over, Harris took off his belt and his pants dropped. And you hear everybody like making cracks about chapped cheeks and all that stuff. And, it was just so funny. Part 5 was funny. 4 and 5 were my favorites. But yeah, those are just funny. But he's just normal. He hangs out with cast members from shows and stuff. Because I would catch him. I was like, GW, this is Josh. How you doing? I'm eating with friends. I was like, okay, sorry, I didn't mean. We'll talk later and stuff, whatever. And then some days I'll catch him while he's at home when I watch TV or whatever. And then he'll pause it or stop and talk. And I think last time I called him last week, I told him about things, and he was in the car with his friend. His friend had the car. So they were going off and doing some things. And he was so, so pleased to hear from me. Hey, how are you? When you guys coming back out? He really wanted us to come back out. I said, well, we are. March 5th. That's wonderful. You bringing your wife or just you? Oh, I've got to bring her too. That's the plan. Oh, we're going to have so much fun. How long are you going to be here? 9 hours? Shit. We got to find something quick. So normally he doesn't like the idea that we're just coming out there to hang and then leave. He would rather see us stay like 3 or 4 days, but nobody else is covering the stay, see. And we don't have a lot of money, so we make it 2 days, maybe 3 max. But I could have taken more time off, but I just said, Marion, let's just go out there, hang out with GW, do some things, kill some time. Take a van tour of LA. He doesn't have to do all that. Because he even said he'll go to Universal with us, but he's wheelchair bound now. He can't walk and stand long periods of time.
Damn.
He is wheelchair bound now. Not all the time. He can walk in his home. But out and about for long distances, like parks or something, he's wheelchairs. He has to be in a wheelchair. So his friend pushes him as I'm pushing Marion. So,
Man, that tells me getting old sucks. I remember Meatloaf saying that.
yeah, unfortunately, Meatloaf's no longer with us either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think we're gonna have a blast, and I'll make sure that I'm on here somehow or something, or posting a quick shorts video and stuff, and I'll let you guys see them.
Yeah, that'd be great if you can get him to do a live stream with us for about an hour or less, or however he feels,
Right. I'm gonna explain it to him.
Yeah,
Sorry.
guys, I need to shut down now. Okay. I'll
Okay.
just watch only. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Sean. Okay, and thank you, Josh. Okay. Bye.
All right.
All right, bye, Shay.
But yeah, I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna say, GW. I wanted to ask you if you don't mind spending 3 minutes of your day with me, what have you, and can we do a quick, hey, how are you to people out there? Because I need the attention, something like that, and see what he says, and I'll say, can you spend 3 minutes on this? Let everybody know you said hey and you're hanging with me. And then do a shout out for a friend.
That'd be cool. 'Cause me,
And
I knew who he was.
yeah, I could actually have him yell Mahoney if you want me to.
Yeah, I knew that actor. Man, first time I seen him was The Day After, and then I seen him in Short Circuit, and then Cocoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a lot of the '80s actors that we all grew up knowing. They don't act anymore. Or they're retired or whatever.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of big actors in that movie, The Day After.
Are you stopping to take a pee?
I need to get a coffee. What are you doing?
Are you getting drowsy again?
Who, me? No, I'm just. I haven't had a good cup of coffee since I started driving.
Well,
I
don't
just wish.
don't don't have Dunkin' Donuts. That's battery acid.
Yeah, that would be really cool if I could have made it out to California while you were there.
That's
And
why I was trying to ask to see where you're going, if you're going out west anymore.
yeah, and I would like to have put him in his uniform and make it look like he pulled me over in my truck.
By the way, the first time I met him, I says, GW, can I please, if you can manage to get it somehow, can I please have your stick wand that you always carried?
Oh, that would be awesome. He still
wouldn't-
has that?
Yes, it's locked up in a studio storage in Texas. But he could probably get it sent to him to send it to me or whatever.
Oh,
But
yeah, that would be cool.
I asked him, would you ever want to give that up? Like, to me, something that came out of like your hands, you, that reminds me of you. Like any memorabilia that you would have. And I really wanted it to stick. So
The only thing I know of would be that or the megaphone.
yeah, and then when he had the megaphone glued to his lips on part 4, because Mahoney pranked him and put some lube glue on it, and it stuck to his mouth. And he had to go to the emergency room to get it seared off.
You mean that was real?
No, that was just in part 4.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, was that real?
But so they took him to the doctors, and he got it. He had the piece, not the whole microphone, the piece. They cut it right there at the microphone piece, and he was talking to Proctor. Proctor was like, "Sir, are you okay? Are you doing all right?" He's like, "I'm trying to wait for the damn glue to wear off," and Proctor says, "I didn't hear you, sir. Did you say you're waiting for the dim shoe to snare off?"
I'll be right back, Josh. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
Okay.
There we go.
wanted water.
But Josh,
Yes, sir.
you are making life a lot more enjoyable for him by doing, what you do, because how many other fans does he have that he hangs out with and has a good time with?
Right.
That's something to think about.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the others.
Yep.
Because some people that I've got to know that knew Robin Williams very well, they said you and Robin would have hung out a lot together. You would be inseparable. Because I emulated him since I was in kindergarten.
Mm.
But not only did I emulate him, but I created my own comedy through what I learned through him. And I understood it when he said that, just being able to look at an object and just to make jokes with it. I've done that many a time.
Mm.
Like a woman's scarf. Can I see that? And then put it over my head like I'm Mother Teresa.
Yeah. Aries Spears, he's a comedian and actor, black guy. He's funny as shit. Does impressions. He was messing with somebody in the audience, and the guy looked like a painter with a painter's hat, all that stuff, and sitting there with his girlfriend listening to Aries. And Aries made fun of him, kind of thing, not intentionally, but just joking. And he was wearing a scarf, and he took the scarf off the guy. He's like, "Let me try this scarf on. I'm going to do something. I'm going to try something on you." And he was imitating the guy, and his name is Kuda, Kuda, but Aries announced it as, "My name is Kudwa," and he was acting like a fat black chick, and interested in this painter guy, whatever. And he was imitating the chick towards the guy, and he was like, "Oh my God, what your name is?" And like,
but you're showing appreciation of his, work as what made him famous. And he's enjoying having you around. And, he's only going to be around maybe a few more years if he's lucky, because we all get old, which sucks. But you're making life enjoyable for him. That's great in a way.
Yeah. He was having a ball with us at lunch. He was like, "I'm sure you're going to tell me all my lines, aren't you, Josh?" Even though he said, no, I don't need to hear all that today. I'm good. And I was like, "Can I do it anyway? Because you're just funny as hell." I guess.
Yeah, but see, you gotta throw him off kilter. You got to start doing some of the lines from his other shows. Like I would do the one from Short Circuit.
Yeah, I don't remember what his line was in that one.
Your target is there, gentlemen. And he had a cane in his hand. I don't know if it was the same one, but he had a cane and a megaphone in that movie too.
Yeah. I wonder whatever happened to that Indian guy that Mahoney was hanging out with in Short Circuit. I forgot his name. He's a famous actor guy, but he's Indian. Wore glasses, black hair.
Yeah, because I made the joke when I did that load from And I'd like to tell him about that. I took a load from Port Canaveral, Kennedy Space Center, to Huntsville, Alabama, to the NASA station there, plus one passenger. And it was a scientist. And he reminded me of the guy from Short Circuit. He was from India, and he was always wanting to see lot lizards, but he called them night frogs or something like that. It was really weird. And he wore a white coat with a tie, and he said, "They don't let us out much." And I said, "I can tell."
Yeah.
And so we were hungry, and we were going to get, some food out of the restaurant. I said, "You can't go in there looking like this." So I had him take the tie off, take his button shirt off, and he had a tank top on. I said, "Go ahead and leave that. Put on my flip flops, and then now you fit right in. You look like a trucker."
Mm.
I said, "You stick out like a sore thumb. I can't have you going in looking like that." But he reminded me of that doctor that the actor played Mahoney. He was a scientist in that show too, and they were together in that van.
Yeah.
Mahoney, his character in that show was Milton Crosby. He goes, "Oh, her pants are blazing for you, Milton Crosby. What happened? Did she stick her tongue down your throat?"
Yeah.
But Ali Sheedy back then, no, she was a dish.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of hers, but I saw her in Breakfast Club, so yeah, that's your 80s and 90s chick right there.
Hmm. I think the last movie I saw with her in it was one with John Candy, Only the Lonely.
Yeah, he was trying to date her, but he had to go through the mom. Or he lived with his mom or something like that.
Yeah, he had an Irish mom.
Did you ever see John Candy's movie Delirious?
Yeah, I got all of his movies except for Cool Runnings and maybe one other, but I got almost every John Candy movie he did.
Uncle Buck was a classic. Home Alone was a classic.
Yeah, his daughter told everybody all he did in Uncle Buck was play himself.
I like how Macaulay said, "He's cooking our garbage."
I like that Ernie Banks jersey he had on at the beginning of the movie. That's worth a fortune.
Yeah, when the brother called him up.
Uh-huh.
You know, that apartment, that building where he stayed is still there, and it's across the street from the Cubs field.
Yeah, right across center field behind the scoreboard. It's a big bar now.
You been there?
Oh, yeah. I've been to Wrigley Field hundreds of times as a kid.
But it's still there, like across the street?
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's a bar. Most of the apartment buildings that surround there, it was in the late 80s where they stopped renting them out and they just emptied the buildings out. And then people started putting in bars and stuff.
Have you ever been to that bar?
No.
Hmm.
I've been to Harry Carey's and the Cubby Bear.
Yeah, there's a lot of Chicago places I want to visit still. Like the Uncle Buck house where the brother stayed. That's out there.
Yeah, that's in Hensdale.
Okay.
I can take you to that house, and I can take you to the house for Ferris Bueller too. It's out in Hensdale. That's a suburb of
Ferris
Chicago.
Bueller house is in California, L.A. But Cameron's house, his
Well,
friend,
yeah, well, Cameron's house is what I was talking about. That's in Hensdale.
yeah.
I forgot to mention that. Yeah, that's in Cameron's house.
But somebody
Um,
bought that house. Somebody bought it, and they don't have. It's not a garage. It's a house now. A billionaire bought it because it's so famous. And first it was closed down. Then he bought the land and the house. So he actually owns it. I don't know who the billionaire is.
yeah, and it's not a very big house either.
No, it is glass though. Shaped as the same in the movie. Yeah.
But there's a lot of famous places I could take you in Chicago. I know right where they are. I can take you to the park in Skokie where the Nazis were in the movie The Blues Brothers.
Can you wait 1 second?
Yeah, sure.
Be right back. Sorry about that. Hello?
I'm here. No, that's all right. I got somebody to talk to.
Yeah.
Because me, I'm a social butterfly. I love to entertain. I love company. The only time is when I'm tired and I need to go and sleep. That's like, I'm
Yeah.
sorry guys, I'm falling asleep on you.
So are we still in Pennsylvania?
No, this is West Virginia. Yeah, 10
Oh.
miles, I'll be in Ohio.
Okay.
This is that real small stick of West Virginia that's between Ohio and Pennsylvania. It's only 14 miles across.
So basically on the state lines.
Yeah. West Virginia is weirdly shaped.
Yeah, it looks like a backwards P. So do your kids watch Family Guy?
No, Junior does every now and then, but mostly that. My kids don't watch a whole lot of TV.
Wow.
Except for when they were little. Like Kaylee, she used to watch Peppa Pig every morning until she had to start going to school.
And you have 4 kids or 5?
4.
Okay.
My oldest is going to be a supervisor there at Kings Island there in Mason, Ohio, between Dayton and Cincinnati, and she can be a boss. She's moving up the ladder. I'm like, hey, I support you, honey. You know, I know you love what you do. I said, the only thing is, you still got to go to college because I know everybody else does too.
And your kids get straight A's?
Oh yeah. Holy shit. I can't see you there, dude. I don't know who's getting better, who got better grades, Beth or Junior. But Junior was better at math than I was. He's in freaking trig. I never made it that high. That's some heavy duty mathematics there.
So let me ask you, are you proud of me for kind of like being there for GW?
Oh yeah, I'm just surprised how you pulled it off.
Yeah.
Figured you thought you were a nutcase or something or whatever. No, he took you right in. That was great.
Yeah, I was extremely calm. I knew everything about him, and he just really, truly, right away, I said, I want to come out there sometime and meet you in person. We can do that. You know, he was really happy to hear that.
He needs to realize he's one of the icon actors of the 80s for us. And that's when I grew up.
Yeah.
And
But
he's towards the end of his life, and you're there for him and saying, hey, your fans really still do care about you.
If I was gay for 5 minutes, I'd marry the man. I just want to hold his hand and hug him and be his just be his adopted son.
Yeah, like if I won that Mega Millions for that $1 billion, I'd be, hey, let's have a party.
Yeah. You know that there was this guy, I forgot his name, but you can look it up. During the fires in LA, he had a home. He won the 2-point-something billion lottery. What did he do? He goes and buys a $29 million home in LA, 2 of them, and one in Beverly Hills atop a mountain or something, layered out, if you will, with pool and everything in the yard. And then he buys another one in Malibu on the coast, on the beach there where they all burned down, his included.
Damn.
Yeah. And
I wouldn't do that. That wouldn't be me.
$2.1 billion after tax. I think he walked away with maybe 950 mil, maybe 100 mil. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But he bought 2 or 3 homes out there. And see, I wouldn't go that far with $2 billion. My ass.
Yeah, I'd be invested, but I wouldn't live an elaborate lifestyle. No, not at all.
No, because you're showing off your money and you're showing off yourself, and people are going to stalk you and whatever. I've heard that celebrities' homes have been robbed. So keep putting yourself out there, and you're going to feel the wrath, you know. But $2 billion, he buys 3 homes. I don't know how many cars.
Mm-hmm.
I think he said he bought 2 homes in LA and then 1 in Florida.
I'd have a massive party. I'd invite, the celebrities that I like, and friends that I can know that would show up, and I would hire Dong to answer the door. Now he does that. He legally changed his name to that. The actor did, from 16 Candles, the Asian actor. He changed it to Dong. I would hire him And I'm like, this is a party. And whenever the phone, the door bell goes off, you answer the door like you did in 16 Candles. You know, he put his foot on the door stopper and he rode the door. Hey!
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know what he spent his money on. I just know he's got 3 homes, and one of them in Malibu on the coast at the beach burned down. And it was at least $10 million place, maybe more. I wouldn't really flash my money that way. Yes, I would need a roof over my head, but 1 floor, not too expensive, not too huge. You know, maybe 30,000 square feet, maybe less than that, with a 1 floor home, and not really have a pool, but I would pay somebody to cut my lawn and stuff. You know, average, just like GW, just live and put it away in the bank, whatever. And
But I have a party, and I'd invite him. I'd invite you. You know, Michael Winslow, if he could show up, and I would get Ogre from the Nerds to show up.
what'd you call him?
Ever since he played that part, people just call him Ogre from Revenge of the Nerds movies.
Which one? The guy with the dark hair, curly hair?
I don't know. Well, that's Ogre. I try to get him too. But Ogre was the big guy that played football.
Oh, okay. I would probably invite Shaq, but everybody has a cost, you know, and you can't just say, "Hey, Shaq, you want to come up here and be security?" Some people are really nice; they might do things for free or a charity thing. But
no, I would take care of these guys.
Yeah. But I
just
wonder
a few key celebrities.
I wonder if this $2 billion guy, does he have his own plane? He's
I wouldn't do that
he's
either.
in his 40s. He's only my age somewhere, but yeah. If you look up the $2 billion lottery winner, you can find his name. His last name is Castro.
If I were to get anything elaborate, it would be a helicopter.
Yeah.
That would be the only thing, because I know how to fly those.
I've always wanted to purchase a helicopter, and because I live in the country, so we can fly around here. But somebody would have to go with me that knew how to fly it. Because I wouldn't want to take training courses or nothing. I just want to watch the person do it next to me, 2-seater, and have somebody just go up and train with me.
Uh-huh. And there's one actress, she's not really famous, but if people remember her, she would be. And I would invite her to the party. And the reason is because she was the first Asian celebrity that I had this massive crush on for a long
Tia
time.
Carrere?
No. This one, I was a teenager when she was doing the TV shows, and she came on the show. I wish they would have made her a mainstay. And I was at a Comic-Con once, and I didn't get to ask the question to the guy that played Sergeant Anderson. You know, that was part of the cast, and I was like, you know, I knew they were trying to make you a love interest, but when they had Chuyette, that would have been it, because I mean, you couldn't stop looking at her, and you gave the look like all of us Western men would look at an Asian lady. Yeah, she's very attractive. The actress name is Julie Au, and she played Chuyette in Tour of Duty.
Okay.
And she's played in many other shows too. But I'd like to invite her because she was my first Asian Hollywood crush. It was a massive one too. Here I am, a teenager watching Tour of Duty. She comes on there. I'm like, ooh, who is she? Because I always liked Asian women. But man, that was a massive crush I had on her. She's in her like I think early to mid 60s now. But she was born and raised here. But I think I'm going by her name. I'm beginning to think that maybe she was Chinese, but she might be Thai, but I'm not sure her heritage. But she was born here in Oakland, California.
Okay. How do you spell her last name?
OW. Yeah, when I first saw her in that episode of Tour of Duty, it was like, whoa. And even Sergeant Anderson, the character of Sergeant Anderson, was talking to her, and then I was like, I had that same look and that same feeling he was when he was looking at her because she was fixing his leg because he got a piece of shrapnel in his leg.
Did she play in a movie or something called Babylon 5?
I believe so. I can't remember everything she was in. But the one that I knew the most was she played a character named Tuyette, a nurse.
I'm looking at her right now. She has a Facebook account, a YouTube account.
Mm-hmm.
She also is on Twitter. And it says Tour of Duty. I see her on here. I see the listing of what she's been. LA Law. LA Law.
My question was this: they should have made her the love interest of Sergeant Anderson and made her a mainstay on the show instead of later on going to this other woman. It's like, oh no. They should have stuck with Juliao and Tuyette. Oh my God, she was very attractive.
Hmm. Well, be safe out there. I'm going to call it a night.
All right. You too. Thanks for having me, Josh. I'll talk to you later.
We'll do it again.
All right. Bye-bye.
See you.